All. Now it is time for us to hear the next emotional story that I had counseled during the COVID situation. But this story is not more about the legal aspects or any kind of an abuse, but this is more of about trust and love in the marriage. So this particular story runs down this way where an industrialist and a rich man was married to his wife, and he was with his family and his children for 30 to 35 years. So eventually he had caught up with the COVID disease, and he was admitted in the hospital, and he also went into a critical situation. At that point of time, the doctor said that he would not survive, and it is very difficult for him to survive such a serious COVID situation. But eventually, what had happened, the doctors had informed the wife and the children that he will not survive anymore. It's better to take him back home. But then later, the response of the wife, especially, was very shocking. She had informed the doctor that she's not ready to take the husband back home because she might catch up with the COVID disease. So, when this was communicated by the doctor to the husband, he broke down into pieces. So, one particular disease, that was the COVID situation, had broken the entire trust that the man had towards the wife. So the question came to him, for 30, 35 years, I have invested in this woman blindly, trusting her that she will be there all the times. But today, after the COVID situation, she had given up on him. But miraculously, this man had, crossed on the critical stage, and he got back to his normal situation. But once he was out of the hospital, he approached me and he narrated the entire story. And he said he needed an emotional healing because he had to take decisions. I absolutely understood his situation, and I said yes, he has to undergo an emotional healing session. But after the emotional healing session, he was able to process his pain so thoroughly, and he took a very firm decision whether all these years he has invested his life, and especially the emotional investment with his wife, whether it was right or wrong. So that was the first question he had. Trust me, people, anytime, any situation, the life threatening situation or anything, when you truly love some person, you cannot give up on them no matter what. In COVID situation, yes, it was a pandemic disease. People cannot be with each other. But still, it was a true time where husband and wife really understood whether they are truly in love with each other or it is just for the sake of label they sustain that marriage. I hope this emotional story would have touched your heart. And trust me, marriage is just a certificate. But trust and love is beyond that. Thank you.